Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips for the brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shop video today. Today gonna go out there, see if things came out there, see if things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, this is kind of one of the smaller weeks where there's not a lot of things. There's like some catalog titles coming out and things like that, like on 4K. But I doubt things are gonna get changed out in like Walmart and stuff today. I think I saw there's a bunch of stuff coming out next week, I'm pretty sure. But like this week, not as much stuff. Like I said, some catalog things, they potentially might switch out some stuff Steelbook wise. There were a few things though last Tuesday though, I remember, that were not put out in the shelves, like all the stuff that was in the case. So I didn't see any of that stuff at any of the stores. So I'm pretty sure that was last week. I didn't see any of those. So we'll see if that stuff is actually put out, today, a week later. We shall see. Also too, I wanted to let you guys know, I saw that on Amazon, Desert Fiends, I think it was $12 for the Blu-ray and $10 for the DVD. So it's gone. I think it's like the lowest I've seen it price-wise. And of course, you guys can watch the movie as well on Tubi, and I always put the link for that as well. And also, too, at the end of this video is going to be a bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received to review and talk about for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for those as well. But anyway, though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into the first Target we go. I did want to mention, too, guys, I did end up finding over the weekend randomly the Art the Clown, Toony Terrorist Santa suit one. So I was able to find that one randomly. The store had two of them. One of the boxes was like totally destroyed and messed up, and the other one was, a little squiggly on the bottom, but it was all right. So I was just glad to find it because it was like, that was like the impossible one to come across. But yeah, these things are funny. These are like kind of like Calico Critters, but like cheap sort of knockoff ones of them. That's kind of funny. These are like little dollhouse furniture and stuff. I always remember as a kid, I had this like house I called the Beetlejuice house my dad made, and I had all sorts of little things in it and stuff. But yeah, in here though, guys, taking a look, this is the standard, Toony Terror's Art the Clown one here. This is, I got this one a while back, but the one that I found over the weekend was the one of him in the Santa suit. These are, I feel like, newer, like Thundercat ones from Super 7. I don't remember seeing these ones before, but besides that though, I don't see anything different over here though, from what I can tell. Yeah, pretty much all the same stuff from what I can tell. Yeah, this one here has the one you don't see too often, the Krusty Doll one here, and they have the Bart and the one he was jumping over with the skateboard, his outfit for that one. But other than that though, everything else here pretty much the same though, from what I can tell. And there's a random rainbow today. Not a double rainbow though, but we're gonna head on into Walmart now. We'll see, like I said, anything different, and we'll see too if they ended up switching out the new things. Yeah, we'll see though if the stuff from last week that wasn't switched out, the new things from last week are put out today. But let's see. I see all the Christmas stuff. Everybody's kind of wandering around in here today, I've noticed. Like really wandering around. And the one guy at the door in the front always peeks outside in a funny way and like always looks. But let's head back there though, see anything different today though. We shall see though. But yeah, in here today though, in this area, they kind of restocked this, so it's really filled up now. So they have like the Daredevil one there, the Punisher figure, and then this one. This is definitely one I've never seen before. This like set that has 3 of the John Cena figures all in here together. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what it is. I think that I think is for the G.I. Joe one. So I have no idea what this one. Probably like at least $60 or more, I would think. But yeah, that's a pretty cool set of all those together as well. But yeah, these things I have seen before though, but these, generally sell out a lot. They have this one still here too. But let's head over to the movies though and see what's changed out, and if they have the stuff that wasn't out last week. They put out all these different model cars now. They usually put these out for the holidays, like different old model kits and things like that. This is a different one. This is like a Star Wars one for Return of the Jedi. That's kind of interesting. I've never put together anything like this. I'm sure I would have terrible luck with it. All right, so we're going to look over here now, and I'm seeing all this stuff. This was all out last week. I keep wishing too that they would have done a double feature with this is the film on Blu-ray, because like I said, the first Freaky Friday was a Disney Club one for the Blu-ray, so it's like really expensive. So I'm really surprised that I was really thinking that was going to be the time they would go and reissue it and do a new one. But looking over here though, nothing new changed out here, and these seem to, the Steelbooks really do sell. I've noticed. Let's look though over here. So yeah, I see some of the stuff that wasn't out last week. So like Black Panthers of World War II, that one, the Countdown to Christmas, the 6-movie collection, that one wasn't there before. Jingle Bells, Run, that one, The Morning Show, Prisoner of War. I don't believe they had Spinal Tap 2 out. And then there's a SpongeBob, the complete 15th season there. I believe all the other stuff was from last, already out. Let's take a look though over here though and see anything different in here. Let's see all the same things. Let's take a look back here though. See it just in case there's anything. There's a random bottle of water there. But yeah, it doesn't look like anything different from what I can tell. Yeah, pretty much all the same stuff back here though. Well, I'm inside now of FYE, and if you guys can see, 20 to 50% off. This is like the one FYE near me, and it's like everything in here. This one's closing, which really sucks because this one was one of the old school ones too that still had the movies. Because a lot of the newer locations that they've been opening, they don't have anything movie-wise. So it's just like, or they have like a little shelf. The Funkos over here are 20% off. Luckily enough, there's no music on. Here's the figures that are left. They had like a Batman one, but I knew that would go. It was like one of the, I think Batman, the Tim Burton one. Let's see in the movies though. Let's see horror-wise. Yeah, luckily enough there's no music on in here, which is kind of rare because normally the music is on in here. Yeah, because I was talking about the new Devil's Rejects, and yeah, it didn't include on the old Blu-ray the making of, the like hour and a half or 2 hour long Dracula Dead, and loving it. It just kind of skimming through. There's a lot of stuff still. All the stuff, like I said, it's 20% off. I don't know how much longer there be here, but like I said, a lot of the locations that are around still for FYE don't have the movies, and if they do, they just have like a small shelf. So this was one of the ones that had a pretty good section of things. Yeah, this is the Overturn Living Dead one that they changed the music on for the second one. TV wise, just sad though that it's gonna be gone soon, because I kind of liked it. I could always come here and see it and everything, but now we've come to a close. Yeah, he just said another closing store, so I wonder where the other one that's closing is. I got some Freddy stuff, but yeah, sad because you just said the other, so I guess there's another one in this area too. Into the next Walmart we go. Yeah, this location's got some major roof leaking. Look at all these buckets everywhere. They're like all over the place. Yeah, there was some bad rain recently, but man, that's a lot of buckets and everything too. It's so weird too seeing all these Mr. Pibb things everywhere now, because I know I think Coke now isn't selling Dr. Pepper anymore, so now it's switching to Mr. Pibb or something like that with the thing. So you're seeing way more of that now. But we're going to head back though and look at the movie to see anything different. We shall see though. I've been following behind this cart, but let's take a look over here and see anything different. Yes, all the stuff here is the same stuff from last week. You can see it's like last week's releases, but I doubt there's anything different though in the case in here though. I think it's probably the same stuff that we saw in the other location. Yeah, looks to be all the same. But let's check over here though, just to see that this one get the Terrifier Christmas one, because I know some Walmarts apparently got that. I have not seen it though. Doesn't look like it though, from what I can tell. Yeah, this one though doesn't. This one, everything is locked up in here though. What's weird though is I feel like I don't remember seeing these ones when this thing first came out, but maybe I missed seeing those ones or something, the Chucky ones. Yeah, but looking in here though, in the actual section though, pretty much all the same ones. You see so many of this Captain America figure. It's like I feel like this is the one in Target everywhere. They have so many of these that are just kind of sitting around and everything though. And like a lot of these things too, I've noticed like Walmart always gets these like random, like I don't know who this is, but like so often these things just sit, and like you see so many of these things like this, like these sort of random like I guess people, they must be on TikTok or something, but it doesn't translate to people buying the stuff in here and everything. It's very strange. And like, it's just like with Skibbity, I never see these things sold, but I know they made that movie. So I wonder how the film will do, because it feels like the toys and everything, I always just see it kind of sitting around and stuff, which is kind of weird. But yeah, it doesn't look like anything too different here today from what I can tell. Yeah, just kind of, skimming through all the stuff. But yeah, it seems like pretty much the same stuff. Here's some more buckets. Let's see, is there a bunch of water in them? Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. So I guess it must be, you can't really tell where the leaks are, but I guess it must be just the whole ceiling has all these spots that are leaking everywhere. Yeah, in here, you always see that mascot guy, that kind of like Yeti Bigfoot one is like the mascot in Targets now for Christmas and everything. But this is the one location, though, that doesn't have any of the collector's stuff in the back. It's really weird, but the whole collector's spot, they removed it completely. And this is one of the only ones that I've seen in my area that did that. But yeah, like you can see, guys, it's like this weird random area back here. It's not like a collector's corner or anything. But yeah, they're blasting music in here, so I really wasn't able to show much. But yeah, nothing really different in here today, though. Into the final Walmart we go. I feel like this Walmart, though, for the last like 2 years has had these Elmo wants to be a chicken things, and they, like, at one point they were here like a couple years back, and now they're here, and none of them ever sell. It's like they've been trying to get rid of those. Same with these things here, and they're still $7. Most of the other locations have them down. Like, look at this one. Look at the whole thing totally filled. Like, they're overflowing, none sold whatsoever. They're still $9.97. It's like I was telling you, these TikTok, like, things that they try and make figures of and stuff never seem to sell. It's like a really weird thing that I realized, and they just always just sit on the shelves. Bunch of different Grinch things over here. Little Grinch, like, cup things or something like that. Those are funny. Yeah, I never saw any of these things. A whole bunch of different things for the Grinch. Little, like, mini figures, like a slime thing. That's cool. Let's see, though, down here, anything different in the figures in this one. This one has a, is usually pretty stocked up toy section. Like, out of all the ones of toys, like, this particular location is usually the one that's the most filled of stuff. It's not, like, usually picked over or anything like that. But yeah, I know that some people have been showing pictures of the new larger Simpsons, so I'm trying to find some of the new ones. But I feel like I'll probably come across them in like GameStop or somewhere like that probably. But we'll check back in the movies, see anything different over there as well. Yeah, this is one of the locations here that locks everything up. But what's funny is this is one of the ones where I've gone to in the past on Tuesday where I didn't see certain things out, and this is like the one that always usually has the stuff out. It's, like I said, it's a smaller section, but they switch everything out. But they don't put the new releases here like this. They put them inside, locked up. And then this is like this random sort of spillover, which is so weird because you see stuff in here, like there's like Final Destination, Wicked, and it's like, well, why are those out? But then these ones are locked up. It's like, such a weird thing where, like, how you figure out how they decide what they do and don't lock up in these cases. And the first one I got here, this is one I'm so glad now is finally available on Blu-ray. And this is out from the Vestron Video Collector's Series, and you guys can get this one from Lionsgate Limited. So this one's exclusively sold on the Lionsgate's Limited website. And this is the movie with Gary Busey and Mimi Rogers, Michael McKean, Hider in the House. This also has Crispin Glover's father is in the movie too, is this like jogger character in this ridiculous like jogging outfit in this movie. This is one, though, I've always absolutely loved this movie. It's one, too, you don't hear about too much. And it's very similar to a movie that I always really, you guys have heard me talk about so many times over the years called Bad Ronald. It's a similar kind of concept. This is basically Gary Busey's character gets out of the nut house after being there for like 18 years, and he basically hides out in this house, this brand new house in the attic. And it's like, he's kind of in there messing around and basically being weird and all sorts of stuff. It is a great, great movie. And it's one of those things that was kind of very forgotten about. And like, I feel like, too, I don't even really remember this one having a DVD release in the past. As far as I can remember, it was one of those ones you'd see at like conventions on like, ones people were making. I don't think it ever had like before this one. like a legitimate release in America, at least from what I can remember. I don't believe so. So really glad this one is out. And as always too with the Vestron releases, it has features on here. So it has a commentary track on here with the director, as well as filmmaker Michael Fleischer. Has a featurette on here about the screenplay. It has the music on a featurette on the music. It has No Place Like Home, the production of Hider in the House. It has a still gallery and a theatrical trailer. But like I said, you guys can get this one exclusively from the Lionsgate Limited website. The other one here, this is available from Lionsgate Limited as well. This is a Steelbook release. And this is a movie, too. I think this was the first movie that Macaulay Culkin was in. I think it was his first film. And this is a movie that I've watched so many times over the years, and it's a very, very sad movie, but also very creepy film. And like one of those movies you think about so much. And this is a movie here called Jacob's Ladder. And it's basically, though, about, Tim Robbins' character coming back, and he's coming back from war, and it's kind of like, after he's coming back, he's kind of having all these visions and he's kind of having a hard time like separating the dreams that he's having and these visions and things he's seeing from reality. So he's slowly starting to kind of like unravel, and everything around him is unraveling. It's a really interesting movie. It reminds me a little bit too of Flatliners too. It has that sort of feel. And every time I think of this movie, I always would think of Flatliners too. It has that similar kind of vibe to it. But the really cool steelbook for this one. It has kind of a raised sort of look to it right here, too. Here's a look at the back. And here's a look, though, inside. But a great release here. And it has on here, though, so this has the 4K and the Blu-ray. And then it also has Lionsgate Limited Extra, which is the one rungus on the rungus of Jacob's Ladder. So there's a featurette on here. But it has things on here like commentary track with the director. It has on here, though, deleted scenes, trailer gallery on here, some things on the locations of the movie. But great film if you guys have not seen this one. Now, this is not a Lionsgate Limited. This one you guys can get on Amazon and pretty much everywhere. And this is the brand new Devil's Rejects 20th Anniversary Steelbook release here. And what's cool about this one, too, is this release includes the 30 Days in Hell, the making of Devil's Rejects, which I'm pretty sure when it came out to Blu-ray back in the day, I don't think that was included. Because this movie came out in 2005, and that the Blu-rays didn't start releasing and stuff till like 2007 or so. So pretty much that that release, they didn't, when they put out the movie on Blu-ray back in the day, it didn't have that. So that's what's cool, though, is it's now included and it's on Blu-ray on here. And this is a movie I have watched so many times. I've seen this one just a couple weeks back when it went back to theaters. And I remember too, I was so excited because back in the day when this first came out, I got to see the movie like a month or so before it released in theaters. Because I used to get to see I remember I think the earliest movie I ever saw before it came to theaters, like with an early pass, I think was Dogma. And that was like 2.5 months or something early. I never had seen anything that early before. I think that was like the earliest forever. But this is basically, if you've never seen the film, it's the sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses, but it basically changes the whole feel of it and has more of a sort of a gritty, westerny kind of vibe and everything to it, as opposed to the first movie, which was more of like a Texas Chainsaw house, kind of people in a house type of thing. Great movie. Has on here, though, feature-wise commentary track of the director. It has on here a number of different deleted scenes, makeup tests on here, trailer, still gallery, theatrical trailer, TV spots on here, and like I said, too, the making of. And I'll show you guys, though, a look at the steelbook for this one, too. And here's a look inside for this one, and it also does include some cards as well for the film, some like art cards and stuff as well. So really, really cool release here, and like I said, I have a movie that I've watched so many times over the years. The next one here that is from Universal, and this is the 4K Ultra HD edition, which includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital code of the film Him, which I saw this in theaters as well. And this is, really only probably the second time that Marlon Wayans got to play, and do a really, really serious role. Because when I think of him in serious, I think of Requiem for a Dream. It's funny too, I watched an interview with him talking about how he never watched the movie more than once, and it's like, I feel like Requiem for a Dream really is one of those kind of movies. It's so sad, you just watch it one time because it's so depressing. But this is basically, though, about this kid who ends up getting kind of taken in to kind of being trained by Marlon Wayans' character. And Marlon Wayans' character is someone that he looked up to when he was a kid, a football player. And basically, when he gets here to be trained by him, he realizes there's something kind of off. There's something very weird about how they're acting. The training is incredibly violent, and there's just something off about this whole thing. It's basically him trying to figure out what's going on and if he wants to continue on with this training. It has on here, though, alternate ending plus a deleted end credit scene on this one here as well. The other one here from Universal, and this is one to let you guys know that was available. This is the Steelbook version here, and this is also the 25th anniversary of the film, which is crazy. This movie is now 25 years old. But I remember this so well, and I always think of the picture, too, of, Jim Carrey and then Eddie Murphy, when Jim Carrey was, in the Grinch makeup and Eddie Murphy was dressed as Sherman Klump. I always thought that was kind of cool. But basically we have here I'm thinking of the Klumps now. We have Dr. Seuss's The Grinch Stole Christmas, the 25th anniversary Steelbook version here. So this one here, I'll show you guys, though, a look inside for this one. And this is also going to be going back to theaters next month as well. But this has on here 25 years later with Ron Howard, the producers, and the makeup artist Rick Baker going back and talking about the film. And it also has a commentary track, deleted scenes on here, music video, Faith Hill music video on this one. The other one here, and this is one I cannot believe, this is from Warner Bros. They sent over a free copy to let you guys know this one was available. And this is one of those movies that I do not understand why. I had seen the trailer. I know I'd seen like one or two clips, but why did I not watch this movie till now? It was almost like I needed to wait till now to see it. And I don't know why I waited so damn long to watch this movie, because it's excellent. And I love these kind of movies, and I don't know what the hell's the matter with me. But I finally watched the damn thing, and we have One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't know why it took me so damn long to watch this, but it is incredible. And I don't know what the hell's the matter with me. You know what I mean? Like I know with everybody, there's like some of these movies are considered classics you don't see, but this is the one I didn't see, and I do not know why. But it's basically, though, Jack Nicholson's character gets committed. He gets moved from the prison. They're kind of evaluating him to see if he's crazy. And it's pretty much him going in there and just kind of the people that he meets and what it's like for him. And he basically has all these problems with Nurse Ratched, who is the main nurse there. And it's basically just him, and it's got a great cast. Brad Dourif is in the movie, played Chucky, DeVito is in the movie, Danny DeVito. Just a great film. Michael Berryman's in the movie from Hills Have Eyes. This has on here, though, Conversations on Cuckoo, Group Therapy, and Movie Making featurette on the movie, as well as deleted scenes on this one. The other one here, this one was from Sony, and I saw this one in theaters as well. I really like this one. This one, it definitely has a different vibe for Darren Aronofsky. It doesn't feel like the typical, like, for his normal, have kind of a certain kind of vibe to his films. This one felt very different, but I also really like this. It has a very, very quick pace and interesting editing style and everything. Kind of like a Train Spotting kind of like vibe to the movie, the way it speeds up and stuff. It's a movie here called Caught Stealing with Austin Butler in the movie, and I really like this. Bad Bunny, I thought, did a really good job in the movie. I really liked Matt Smith, too, in this, but I don't know. This was really good. It's basically Matt Smith's character leaves his cat with Austin Butler when he's going away to do something. And basically these bad people kind of come are looking for Matt Smith, and it becomes a whole thing, and Austin Butler gets kind of trapped in this whole thing, and they're coming after him. So it's one of those kind of things where it's like a living nightmare situation where Austin Butler has all these people kind of coming after him, trying to get, take him down. It's a really fun movie, though. I like this one a lot. This has on here, though, Aronofsky, The Real Deal featurette, Casting the Criminals featurette, and I Don't Drive and New York Story featurettes on this one here as well. The next one that I got here, this one was from Neon. This is one I saw in theaters as well. This one has stars Alison Brie and Dave Franco. It's a movie here called Together. This was a really, really interesting movie. I always like Dave Franco. For some reason, too, every time I think of him, and I don't know why, I always can't stop thinking of this movie that he was in that I really liked, but it never really got finished, called Bad Meat. And it's like a great, strange movie. It's probably, I think it was one of his first movies. But for some reason, my brain always goes to that and thinks, man, I wish they finished that movie Bad Meat correctly, because it was really interesting. It really was. But this movie here, I really like this. It's basically, though, about this couple, and Dave Franco and Alison Brie in real life are married as well, so they have really good chemistry on camera together too. And basically, it's like kind of like their characters are kind of growing apart a little bit, and something ends up happening where they're staying, and something kind of makes it so they're being kind of drawn together, and almost like you know, something happening, something really strange is going on. It's one of those movies where you just need to know that this couple is kind of going through some issues and not having the best relationship, but now something is bringing them together where they can't get apart from it. So it's an interesting concept. I really like this. This one has on here, though, interview with the writer and director, interview with Alison Brie and Dave Franco, and also has a codependency quiz on there with Alison Brie and Dave Franco, and a teaser trailer on here as well. The next ones here, these ones were from Movie Zing, and I'll have a link below where you guys can order these ones for the best price. This first one, though, is from Lemark. This is one I was really interested in seeing. This is directed by Joe Davison, and I've heard about this one for a while. I was really interested in seeing it. Felissa Rose is in it. It's a movie here called Sorority of the Damned, and it's basically, though, about Joe Davison's character who's this handyman at this sorority house. It kept making me think of that guy who does, I don't know if you guys have seen that guy on all over TikTok and stuff, who always does videos cooking for the sorority house, and he always says, well, what a treat. And I just kept imagining like the what a treat guy, like at this sorority house. But basically, though, it's kind of like something ends up happening, and they're dealing with this sorority kind of is dealing with black magic and dark arts, and Felissa Rose's character kind of like brings up these evil sorority sisters, and it's kind of like a whole problem, and Joe Davison's character has to battle against them. Just a really, really fun movie here called Sorority of the Damned. The other one here is from Movie Zing. This is also from Article. I don't know how to say this name. Article Entertainment, I believe. And I like this one a lot. It's a movie here called Dead in Love. And this is basically, though, about this woman who dies, you know, basically before she really found love. And she ends up staying around like as a ghost, and her mother can see her. And basically her mother is trying to help her find love, but she has to find either, her character is bisexual, so she's looking for either a guy or a girl. And she has to basically, as a ghost, get a live person to fall in love with her so she can kind of move on in her life. It's a really interesting movie. I don't know. I thought this was a really fun concept here. Like I said, this one is called Dead in Love. Now, the next ones here, these ones are all from Kino Lorber. There's some really cool releases here to let you guys know that were available. The first one here, and this is one, I can't believe this was back in 2011. I can't believe it was that long ago. And this is includes the 4K and the Blu-ray of the film here of Paul, which is a really fun movie. And this is one, too, and when I think of this, I always think of like Comic-Con, because it was basically the characters were trying to get to Comic-Con. And it stars Nick Frost and Simon Pegg, who wrote this one. And it's basically, though, they're like super fans and like comic book fans and alien fans, and they end up actually meeting this real alien. And it's kind of like the adventure that they go on with this alien, and then, like, of course, the people are coming after the alien, and they're kind of hiding out with them. It's just a really, really fun road trip movie that I always really liked, and really glad to have this now on 4K. And it has on here, though, the theatrical version as well as the unrated cut, which is 6 minutes longer. It has commentary track on here with the director and the producer and Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Bill Hader has the unrated cut on Blu-ray. Has the making of Paul, some featurettes, behind-the-scenes featurette and bloopers, TV spot, theatrical trailer. So lots of different features on this one here as well. The other ones here, these are available on 4K, and it's 4 Abbott and Costello releases here that we have from Kino Lorber. The first one is the Bud Abbott and Lou Costello Meet Frankenstein. So it's Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. This one has on here commentary by Hats Off Entertainment's Joe Ramone, commentary by some film historians, and a theatrical trailer on this one here. The other one we have here is Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy, and that one has commentary by film historian Courtney Johnner and P.F. Sutton, and also has a film historian commentary by Toby Rowan and a theatrical trailer on this one. And like I said, these ones are all 4K releases, so they have the 4K versions of the films. The other one we have here is Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. And this one has a commentary by Hats Off Entertainment, Joe Ramone, and a film historian commentary and a theatrical trailer on this one here as well. And the final one here on 4K is Abbott and Costello Meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde here. And that one has a commentary by novelist and critic Kim Newman and writer and editor Stephen Jones. It also has a commentary by film historians Tom Weaver and Richard Scarvey, and a theatrical trailer on this one here as well. And the last one here, this is from Kino Lorber as well. This is from the Kino Cult line. And this is one here called Lisa, Harem Keeper of Oil Sheiks. I think that's how you say this here. And this was that has on here the commentary track with the director on the film. It also has a commentary track with film historians, some interviews with some of the cast members, a still gallery, theatrical trailer. It also has the French dialogue track of the movie here as well. Now these one, I got to cover this one up a little bit here. This is a movie here. This is from 88 Films. This is called the Joe D'Amato film. This is called 11 Days and 11 Nights too. That's going to kind of cover it up like probably about here. And this one here has a brand new 4K transfer on here, commentary by Italian cinema experts, Film Mirage from Dark Till Dusk. And this, Joe D'Amato was behind Troll 2 on here, because at least Film Mirage was that company. And some interviews on here. And then the other one here, this was from VCI. I'll cover this as well too. This is the Psychotronic Collection, and this is a volume 1 here. And this has Delinquent Schoolgirls on here. I'll cover it like this. And then it also has commentary track on here with actor Bob Miner and Eliza Dreamer. It has a featurette, Delinquent Schoolgirls original trailers on here, and it's restored in 4K on here as well. And then the last one here to let you guys know that was available, this is from Cult Epics. It's a movie here, The Island, Desert to Heaven. And this one has on here a commentary track by film critic Derek Smith. Has some featurettes on the film, newly improved English subtitles on here as well. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later.